you came up around Wayne. I've heard you say too many times that Wayne is the greatest MC to ever live anywhere, no matter who, what color, size. I've heard him say that. Yes. And if you're just talking strictly best, if you're talking about the best, then we got Hov.
Drake.
Now, recently, your boy Drake was in the UK during the Wireless Festival, if I'm not mistaken, and he said the UK rappers are the best lyricists. Now, I saw a lot of people take that as he said UK rappers are better than American rappers, but he was specifically talking about lyricism. And let's see what the Podfather had to say about this on the Joe Budden podcast. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
At all. Yeah, it was a 3-day festival. Drake headlined all 3 days. I don't have much takeaway from it other than him saying.
I was on the edge of my seat to listen to where you was going from there because we don't care.
I don't care.
Here's what I will say.
I'm about to, the only thing I have was him up there saying that UK artists rap better than US artists.
Wow. Well,
rappers.
In fairness, he said the best rappers come from the UK. I feel like that's a little different.
How?
I think he's saying, like, if you made a top 10 list of rappers, the top among the top would be the UK. Not to say that the average UK rapper is better than the average American rapper, but I think he's saying the elite ones come from the UK.
That's false though.
I got the clip for y'all.
When I talk about my love for London rappers, the best lyricists in the world.
See what I'm saying?
Oh shit! I don't care what nobody says. Nobody can out-rap London. Nobody. No disrespect to America, no disrespect to my country, but nobody can out-rap London rappers. This is the best, highest level. This is what I aspire to be. And this guy...
You know Kendrick did numbers. He's losing his pandering skills.
In fairness, he has been trying to rap like a British rapper for 10 years.
I'm going to shoot him some bell, too. When you finish,
I'm cutting off. He's
because
finished.
How many times have you seen artists be in whatever city and be like, "These the best fans in the world right here," and the best this is the best city, and you just showing love the way you act.
Yeah.
And it's not far. I mean, and I think he's had a long, deep relationship with British rappers
for sure,
and he's put some great rappers on stage, great rappers on wax. He's done features for them and vice versa. So he has a real relationship with them. It's not just pandering, but I mean, I agree with you. It's like when you go to a city or a country,
just shouting them out.
You rep them. Also, Drake put on 3 consecutive shows with 3 very different sets, different music. I mean, that's an impressive feat to be able to put on 3 shows that big with 3
back
to back with 3 different sets and to kill it. I didn't see all of each set, but I saw enough of different days to really be like, yo, he came with it.
Yeah, the last day he had Vibes Cartel. Who else did he have? Burner Boy.
Burner Hole.
What?
Burner Boy, Popcorn.
Yeah. Lauren came out for a second.
That was a mess.
Oh, it was a mess?
Yeah, it was a mess. It wasn't Drake's fault and it wasn't Lauren's fault. I don't know whose fault it was. I'll say this. It was more that, look, it was more like Lauren's here than it was
a good performance.
Yeah, because like you couldn't when she came out on
Nice for What?
Nice for What? Thank you. And her mic was crazy bad. The sound was terrible. She kept saying "turn me up," and it didn't seem like a natural lead in for her to jump in and do something. So it was kind of like her just holding him down and like shouting. It wasn't a good use of Lauren, and I feel like it was the sound system. I don't think it was a lack of planning from Drake, and I don't think that Lauren dropped the ball either. I think it was just a sound thing. But other than that, that's the only thing I didn't love about it. But everything else I saw, he killed it, and the fans obviously loved him. It was dope. It was a dope 3 nights.
Unsurprising. I mean, he's got 15 years of hits. Yeah, he could do 3 nights.
Right, and very few artists could do that.
For sure.
He could have went on stage and pandered without saying one word about America.
That's true.
He could have went on stage and said, yo, if he's doing the normal, yo, London, you guys, yo, I'll be honest, I'm gonna keep it real one time here tonight. Yo, I don't give a fuck how my career went with nobody else say, y'all got the best rappers in the world, makes fucking noise. He could have done it without, but you know, on his Party album, there was a lot of shade toward American niggas.
I think that he believes that. Again, he's been trying to rap British for 10 years.
He don't believe that. He does not believe
Maybe not,
that.
but I think
I will not give him that benefit of the doubt. You can.
I'll give him that benefit of the doubt.
I'm not doing that, nigga. You came up around Wayne. I've heard you say too many times that Wayne is the greatest MC to ever live anywhere, no matter who, what color, size. I've heard him say that. Now, he could have been lying then, But I mean, plenty of us feel that Wayne is in that conversation as well. And if you're just talking strictly best, if you're talking about the best, then nigga, we got a Hove.
But wait a minute though. It could be because you've always not always, but you've been hinting at it for a while that there's some friction between him and Wayne. So if that's the case,
I believe that.
Right,
Sure.
but I'm just saying. So let's play into that being true. Now, yeah, I'm not counting you no more if I'm not fucking with you like that.
And the alleged friction with Hove and the alleged friction with Kendrick. He's
The
running
people-
out of the
the
top
people-
tier.
the top tier people that I don't fuck with.
Friction with America. Right.
That too, yeah.
That too.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm gonna find a way to shade y'all.
Drake, no,
Like,
ain't
so-
nobody paying that shit no mind. Man. Go ahead, Drake. Do what you got to do up there.
Hey, yo, hold on. You know, Skepta not responded, but he took the stuff that you guys were saying, and he said, shake my head, okay, well, I'll be right back. They put in a tweet, the video that, you know, when Joe was playing the record, I don't know if you know, when Joe was playing the record and your response, you know.
He liked that shit Joe said.
Wasn't too far.
He wasn't happy with y'all.
Wasn't too far. You know, I thought it was fire. I thought the record was fire.
I did too.
I thought he was hot.
Me too.
But, okay, Freeze. Stand in your shit, Freeze.
He could put another record out tomorrow. Guess who won't hear it?
But you're not listening. You're not listening for what he's saying. You're saying that
No.
the accent is just turning you off.
I'm not listening.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
And shout out to UK Rap, all that shit. Listen, man, I remember when UK Rap was fighting to even be acknowledged by
sure.
anywhere. Like, so shout out to them for where they at.
All right, now y'all see how Drake literally said best lyricist, and everybody took that in a different way. Joe was like, he said they was better than US rappers. He was just talking about lyrically. And I'm not even here to say that he was right. I do think if we're going to be fair, a lot of US citizens, US rap fans, y'all don't listen to UK rap at all, so y'all can't actually give a take on this subject or what Drake said accurately because you don't listen to those artists. And I used to be just like a lot of US people. I couldn't handle the UK rap. The accent was too strong for me, but I want to say Central C was a good starting point for me. It was a few artists. I want to shout out some UK artists real quick. It's another artist named Haitch. He did a song with Ashanti. I really like that song. It's called Baby. Skepta is fire. Dave is fire. I think Dave is another one. Some of y'all might occasionally hear a UK verse and you be like, oh, that dude sound like he from the UK. That's fire. I'm sure y'all have heard Dave on the NBA 2K album before and stuff like that. So it's a few UK artists I'll say are very good. And the more I listen to UK rap, it's easy for me to understand. Like, I remember recently Drake and Central C did a freestyle. Is that On the Radar, if I'm not mistaken? And I understand everything Central C is saying. So the more you listen to it, you can get, used to the accent and you can kind of know what they're saying in the lyrics. And I'll say these guys are very good lyricists. Would I say they're better than some of my favorite rappers? Not to me personally. And I love all of these guys, but I don't think I'll even put some of them over Drake when it comes to lyricism. That doesn't mean they're not good though. But also, I've heard more bodies of work from US artists than I've heard from UK artists. I'll be honest, I haven't sat down and heard a whole album from a UK artist except for Central C. And even when you had this Lil Wayne conversation, I think he was talking about overall. And when we really think about, this is another part that a lot of y'all really don't realize. He was talking about lyricism. How many lyricists in American rap do you like, or you can say that exists? Let's say all the guys with TDE. Let's say all the guys with Dreamville and J. Cole. But then after that, you got some people that might argue with me about Childish Gambino. I would say Childish Gambino, when he raps, he's a lyricist. Some of y'all might argue about that. We got Eminem. We got Jay-Z. Some of the other guys, now we got to start kind of going more to the underground level, you know, Royce da 5'9", guys like that. I know his names I'm forgetting, but y'all wouldn't consider Playboi Carti a lyricist. He's one of the biggest guys. Let's start talking about the big rappers, the Lil Uzis. Some of y'all will argue about, is Young Thug a lyricist? I would say, you know, he's teetering on that line of a lyricist. And of course, I can't forget about Pusha T. The Clips just put out an album. They're lyricists as well. I don't want to, you know, I know I be talking shit about them, but I do respect them as rappers. Grew up on them. Incredible artists, incredible lyricists, okay? But after that, like when we really start talking about lyricists, it's kind of hard, right? Who was that dude that used to write all that stuff for Kanye? God, I can't remember his name. Saha the Prince, Consequence. So you see how hard it is to just really think about all the guys who are lyricists. So maybe in the UK, you have more rappers like Skepta, Dave, Central C, guys who actually spend time on writing good lyrics than you have Playboi Carti's and Lil Uzi who kind of just make vibe rap. You see what I'm saying? So he might actually have a point. But the thing is, I think Americans, we just focus on those big guys. You see, Joe just had to mention Jay. Okay, but yeah, Jay and who else? Okay, Lil Wayne. Okay, Kendrick. But like when we really think about all the lyricists, you know, like we gonna run out of names. I'm being honest with you. Then we gonna have to start going to the 90s. We're gonna have to start talking about Biggie. We're gonna have to start talking about Pac. We're gonna have to start talking about Tribe Called Quest. You know what I'm saying? Talib Kweli. We gonna have to start getting into those names, the most deaths, because we know lyricism in hip hop isn't as big as it used to be. And I think that's the part a lot of people just wasn't even accounting for when it came to this conversation. And me having a lyricist conversation and not mentioning Nas and Andre 3000, Outkast, I just had to say that real quick. But y'all get what I'm saying. In America, lyricism rap is not the prevalent thing that the record companies are pushing now. It's honestly not what the world sees when it sees American rap anymore. They see all these other type of artists first. Now, some people will say people like Lil Baby are lyricists. Some people will argue he's not. But the trap rap, the vibe rap, the emo rap, the drug addict rap, that is what makes the most money when it comes to American rap now. It's not just grassroots backpack rap, carrying the crates rap. It's not that anymore. So y'all get what I'm saying. So y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all mad at Drake for saying that? Or when you really think about what he said, because remember, Joe said, oh, he said the UK rappers is better than the US rappers. That's not literally what he said. He just said UK has the best lyricists in the world. That's why I was thinking to myself, like, it's just funny how somebody can say one thing and everybody else can have their own interpretation of what they said. But what do y'all think about what Drake said? Y'all think he's still mad because he lost the battle? Do y'all think he's out here just sore, trying to attack America every chance he get? Is that why he sold all his houses in the U.S.? Because he's never coming back to the States? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's a whole big conspiracy about that. Like, Drake is trying to just leave America in general. Also, during that festival tour, he met up with a lot of his longtime fans. And actually like sat down and talked to him. He met up with a lot of streamers. I know y'all don't like Drake with the streamers. Y'all feel like he just started doing that, which is a false narrative. He's been on the streamer wave way before every other artist. I'm just being honest with you. He embraced them before y'all even knew about Casanat. He was doing streams with Ninja. But he met up with a lot of people during that Wireless festival too. So I heard a lot of stories about a lot of private shindigs. I won't say too much online, but it was lit over there. It was lit. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.